Okay guys, in today's video I'm going to be discussing walking poles, what they're for, how you use them and the different types. I'm Chris Tomlinson. I've been a personal trainer for over 15 years and a mountain leader for nearly 4 years. Lead expeditions overseas and UK, and walking poles get a massively bad rap, but they can be game changing if you use them correctly. So the first thing, there's two different types of walking poles. I've got an older one which is a cheaper version, and I've got a newer version here which is the type that I use personally. There's loads of different variations available. You can spend literally hundreds on these, or you can get some for literally less than £10. It's entirely up to you. In terms of weight and construction of the poles, that's what you're going to be paying for in the difference. Now, if you're someone that's going to be doing ultra marathons, if you're going to be doing someone which is doing multi-day treks and weight is going to be a big issue, then I would suggest going for one of the carbon fiber poles, which is going to be obviously a little bit more expensive, but is going to be more lightweight. But if you're someone which is going to be out for singular days, weight isn't going to be a massive issue for you, is it? So I would suggest finding something which is a middle ground. So the first one that I'm going to go over, we've got this telescopic pole. So with this one, all you're going to do is you're going to pull it out and it extends across. In order to increase the height, you've got these little clips and you can just push them through and extend it to whichever height you need. Now I'm going to be discussing height in a second. My personal preference though are these type which are folding, as they generally fold down a little bit quicker and a little bit smaller, and you can have it set for your personal height for the whole time. Now, a lot of people get this bit wrong. They're not sure how these bits fold together. So all you're going to do is, instead of extending from this point, which is going to be set to your personal height, you're going to pull from the bottom here until it clips together, and then you can continue to pull until it clips into place. Now I know that is set for me at the height that I want it to. So discussing height and where your poles should be. Your poles want to be at a 90-degree angle on your arm like this. This way you've got a supported shoulder and you're keeping the pole nice and close to your body. So always make sure when you're setting your poles at a flat ground that you're in at a 90-degree angle. Now, the biggest problem that I see with people using poles is that they use them incorrectly of where the placement of the pole goes. So if I'm walking on a flat ground like this, what I want to be doing is, instead of having the pole out in front of me here, I want to be driving at a 45-degree angle like this. So you don't want it to be straight, you want to be at a 45-degree angle. If I'm pushing down at a straight angle like this and the pole is vertical, what's going to happen is that it's great for stability and it's great if you're just sort of pottering along, but if you want to increase speed, if you want to increase your stability, if you want to increase your force and take it off your legs, it's going to give you assistance if you're pushing back like this, almost like you're skiing. So if you are pushing here, the force now is going up, which is great if I'm just trying to hold a stable position. So if you're going downhill or something like that, or you're on a decline, on a descent, this is great for stabilizing on your knees, because you can put it out in front and it's going to hold you upright, isn't it? But if you're going on an incline or in flat ground like this, what you want to be thinking about doing is driving backwards like this, because that force then is going to push you forward and it's going to allow you to generate force from here to go forward without thinking about it too much or putting any extra effort in or exerting any extra force. Now, lastly, holding your poles. You might have noticed then that I had a nice tight grip at the top. That's not what I do when I'm out in the mountains, because obviously when you're doing this for long periods of time, you're going to get fatigue, and you don't want to be getting fatigue in your forearms and exerting extra force that you don't need to. So what I suggest is putting your hand in through the loop, allowing it to sit on the bottom of your wrist like this, and just keeping a nice loose grip at the bottom. When you are moving along, it's going to exert the force into your arm as a whole and your lats, rather than just in your grip strength in your hands. Now, personally, I use poles for pretty much every hike now, because there's no reason to not use them. I know a lot of people sort of look at poles or see other people with poles and they think, oh, they're just for like ramblers, they're for people that are unfit, they're for like old ladies and that sort of thing. They're not, trust me. One of the things that I promote with my clients is longevity over time as well. If you can take 10% strain out of your joints after every hike, then over the years, that's going to promote a much better, healthier body, which will mean you'll be able to do this for a lot longer. So in terms of pros and cons of using poles, there's literally zero cons to doing it, only pros. So next time you're thinking about going out on a hike, get yourself a set of poles, give these tips a try and let me know what you think. Hopefully this has helped. If you've liked the video, give it a like, comment below, subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram at Northern Coach, or check out the website www.fitnessandadventure.co.uk, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.